Welcome to April and our first Sunday webisode of the month. And I'm delighted to have some new Hunkydory things, and so delighted to have my niece Heidi Havens back with us. And we all ask you to come play with us. Now there are two projects of the four that I'm going to show you. They each came out of one of these little square books. So let me talk to you about those first. There are product videos on paperwishes.com that show exactly what's in them. They are 4 3/4 inches square, and look how honkin' big they are. Look at that, yes. Now you're going to get 6 sheets of, let me see, 25 different designs, and that's true of both of them. Butterfly Botanica and Sweet Springtime are the two that we have. Actually, they're the two new ones from Hunkydory. And so you're going to get, as I said, 6 sheets. So out of the butterfly, here are just some of the images. It's all butterflies, as you can see. And I have to tell you, I'm really impressed with how Heidi did this. So let me bring in her projects. I'm going to scoot these aside. And the first one is a 5-inch square card. So you can see that she's just placed that base paper on it. And this is what that paper looked like. Okay, so one goes down. Then she took another one and cut out the butterflies. So the big one and the 2 little ones. Okay, now that leaves her 4 other sheets that she can do something else with. Now, do you see the glittery? Okay, we're gonna get in close. Okay, look at that. Isn't that just luscious? Well, Heidi is a smart woman, and she used one of our glitter acetate sheets. Now these, you may know, are self-adhesive. The glitter is embedded in the either in the adhesive or in the plastic. I'm not really sure which, but what I do know is it doesn't rub off, and that's great. So you can kind of whack out a butterfly, place this on top, and then cut it out in one fell swoop and foam tape the body to your project. And you've got these fluttering, glittery wings that are just quite lovely. Now she added some border dazzles and also the greeting dazzles. And boy, this would be very quick to do. Now on the inside, she elected to cut out more of the butterflies from that other sheet. So now she's down to 3 sheets, and added more of the greetings and the borders, and the glitter is there too. So the inside looks simpler than the front, but all of it is just one piece of paper, some of the glitter adhesive, and cutting it out. Just really sweet, very, very sweet. And okay, so that's one example. Now let me show you the next one. And okay, this is a larger size, and it is using one of the dimensional cards also from Hunkydory. Now this is the vintage label, and it is a card. So let me show you how this comes. It comes in a pack with 12 cards and 12 of these inserts. The cards are scored. There are also 12 envelopes, so everything's right in there. And you can see what Heidi did is to simply insert this into the opening. By the way, Hunkydory also has some cutting dies with these beautiful shapes. So those are all at paperwishes.com. Then folded that in and did her decorating. But let me show you what she used in addition. So again, you've got 6 sheets of everything. So these are the 2 sheets that she's used. On the front of her card, because one of these would not fill it, she used a couple of them. And let me turn this so that you can see. We'll get in a little bit closer. Thank you, Houston. So you can see that she has layered the pieces in order to get some depth inside and really maximize this domed insert. So there you go. So she has cut out this piece off of here and used these to create her background. So she made kind of a collage with the extra pieces. Again, 6 sheets of every single one. So rather than feeling like, oh, I've got 6, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, she's really maximized them by using them in these manners of, in this case, making a collage and spreading this artwork out, and it's just wonderful. She also has cut out one of the butterflies and foam taped it on top. Now, she could have done the glitter like she did on the first card, but you know, she always wants to give you something different. Now, she did cover the front of the card with this dotted paper, added the border dazzles and word dazzles, some ribbons out of our red collection of ribbons. On the inside, look what she did with this sheet. Again, it looks collagey, doesn't it? So here is, let's see, so she would trim this off and cut these out later separately and place this like so, and placed another one like so, and then had a third one in the back. Does that make sense? So you can see the 3 butterflies, one there, and one there. How lovely is that? So getting this big card and thinking, oh, wait a minute, none of this is going to work. She really did make it work, and I love that. I think it's just so clever. And by the way, she's absolutely loving doing these projects, and it keeps asking me for more, and I will do that. So this is out of the Butterfly Botanica. Now, let's go to Sweet Springtime. Sweet Springtime is the same idea. It's this honkin' big piece, and there are 6 sheets, again, of 25 different designs. The designs are really reminiscent of spring. So you're gonna see bunnies, you're gonna see lambs, just all sorts of wildlife, even some that have greetings on them. So that's really nice and handy. Just to say, now this could be spring, summer, anytime. And then there are these deers. I showed you some bears, but there are different configurations of them. So again, you'll see every single one at the website at paperwishes.com. So here is the card that she did, and really made it super easy. So she took this piece, again, you get 6 of them, and she simply trimmed it down a little bit. So let me just show it to you. Okay, there's the full range. So she trimmed 1/4 of an inch off each side, then matted it, and she did put some border dazzles down. She just really felt, she told me that she wanted it to pop a little bit more, so adding the dazzles did that. Now she took the flowers off of another sheet and just trimmed them and layered them, and she's left them kind of just tacked down at the bottom, and they're really just kind of fluttering, and that's a nice technique. I don't know that I've seen that before, so good girl Heidi. She's added some of our paper flowers in opposite corners, and then on the inside, so this is a top folding card, she's taken this one and simply matted it, but then she's also added some jewel dazzles. So we're gonna get in close to just see those. So they're just popped, these are the pink ones, onto the center of some of those illustrated flowers. So just sweet, sweet artwork for a very dear friend. So isn't that just charming? Now her second card is going to use another of the dimensional cards from Hunkydory. So this is a Hunkydory day. And this one is a bracket. And let me pull it in. And it looks like this when you receive them. Again, you're going to get the inserts, you're going to get the die cut cards, you're going to get the envelopes. These are also scored for you. And you just insert that. Now, last time we used these, Heidi had a tip, and that tip was to be sure to rinse these in water, pat them dry, and you won't get static electricity. I'm not sure if you can see it, but little bits of paper fibers are clinging here. So rinsing them with water is going to take care of that. And she also covered her card front. So simply fold this, glue paper to the front, turn it over, put it on a cutting mat, and take our retractable pen knife and just trim right around there. It will work beautifully. And it's so much better to have the printed papers rather than cardstock to do that step. Just makes it so much easier. I like how Heidi built up her little bunny. Now this is what the sheet looks like. right there. So you can see that she has kind of made it paper towel, where the base has been glued down. Then she cut out the bunny. Then she cut out the muzzle and cut out the legs and foam taped them up. Added some jute twine. And then the flowers that you see right here are more abundant than the flowers right here. Well, she simply trimmed them out and foam taped them in place. Now, the love comes from another of the sheets, and I'll show you that in just a second. And also these eggs and so forth, again, that's on one of the sheets. I do like how she added the butterflies. So on the ears and by the whiskers, and some jute is underneath there for whiskers also, very sweet. On the inside of her card, here is another, and it says, "Somebody loves you." And doesn't it get very dressed up with Heidi's touches? Cutting out some of those Easter eggs, adding the border dazzles, just really quite charming. So you can see she is absolutely loving both the Butterfly Botanica and the Sweet Springtime square little books from Hunkydory. And we did bring in some extras just so that we would have some for this webisode. Now, everything that Heidi used is down below, and you can see that. There are materials lists on the gallery, so you can see all of that. And we love having you as part of the Paper Wishes family, and there will be a money saver at paperwishes.com.